So the question was about how would we support big data on cloud. So there's a variety of different ways where people are looking to do big data on cloud. So the ultimate way that a lot of people are looking to do it is a new service which is being developed called Savannah, which would be like Amazon Web Services has Elastic MapReduce. This would be a service like that for OpenStack, where you'd just be able to submit your jobs and your data, and it would automatically do your processing for you. Until it gets here, which will be a while, you need to be able to use a variety of the tools that you already have. So for example, most of my customers will store their raw data in Swift. So all of their log files they will put into Swift. And then they will create block storage and instances running Hadoop and HDFS. And they'll pull in the files from Swift, run their jobs, MapReduce jobs on it, output the MapReduce output, and store that back into Swift. And then at times they'll grab all that data and put it into some kind of data store, like MongoDB or MySQL, and then they'll run their analysis tools against the SQL or MongoDB databases. So I see a lot of people doing that today. Right now, you have to do a lot of kind of your own work around there to create your Hadoop jobs and to be able to create your HDFS nodes and things like that. I think over time it will get easier, but we do have a fair number of customers that are looking at that, and I think it's going to get easier fairly quick.
아니, 이렇게 질문이 없으면 참 주최자로서 당황스러운데 한 2시간 동안 열심히 설명해 주셨는데 어떠한 상황이라도 괜찮으니까 질문이 있으시면
I have many questions.
Thank you.
But I think about Centimeter.
Centimeter. So the question there was about Centimeter. Centimeter is a new service that will be coming out in Havana. It's what's called a metering service. So when you're running a service provider, you need to track all the hours and all the data and all the network traffic that the customers use so you can bill them. And you need to have a service that does all of that for you. Centimeter, it will be that service for OpenStack, where it'll monitor how many hours, how many cores, how much CPU, how much data that you used. I see some customers, private customers that use it, but mostly it's service providers that want to use it. So when I actually went out to Moscow to put in a service provider, we actually used Centimeter there, even though it's still beta. It worked very well for us, but we had fairly limited amounts of things that we were trying to monitor. We were just monitoring CPU, storage, and floating IPs. But it worked very well for us. I think what I like about it is it's being developed by a service provider who actually knows what they want. So I think they've got some real use cases. They're using it in production now. So I think that's going to be a fairly good service when it comes out. I'm not sure though if everybody wants to be able to use it. A lot of my enterprise customers, they kind of want to use it, they kind of don't. It's not a priority for them. But I think it will be a good service for people that need those kind of things. Yeah.
That's not for working hypervisor.
Yep.
How about multi-city?
Yeah, so the question there was, we support multiple hypervisors, but we really only support Linux on Intel today. And obviously there's a lot of machines out there, Atom, a bunch of different processors which are out there. So there is talk from Canonical, because Canonical supports ARM on Ubuntu, about bringing that together. The problem is you need two things. You tend to need libvirt and you need KVM. You need to be able to port both of those to ARM or to these other processors, which is non-trivial. So I believe there's actually a Korean company who is working on libvirt and KVM for ARM because they have ARM servers. I don't know where they are on that, but I've heard that. So we need to find out if once you can port those things to that, There's still a lot of other tools that we need to be able to port to ARM to do that, but that would at least provide us